Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, I am going to start by telling some people are just who they are, but you cannot change them because it's been in their DNA. That is what they know how to do best, gaslighting and thinking that they are spiritual when they do not know anything. It is amazing how people mix spirituality, religion, and politics. Those are separate things. Separate them if you want the very best for you. But if you do not want the very best for you, continue. It will land you where it is going to land you. Then let me get to my own people. I know election has come and you all know who your leader is as it stands. One thing I am going to tell you is that I do not want anybody to live in fear because living, excuse me, living in fear, it's like keeping yourself in bondage. I'm going to live in fear, right? Do what you are supposed to do as a Black person. And one thing I'm going to keep telling Black people is that you all are all you've got. And the best we can do to keep that alive is to make sure that we continue to uphold one another, be the best version of ourselves, and continue to keep the community alive. Make sure you patronize Black businesses and the rest of it. Another one I am going to say is that make sure that there is another means of income for you. Try as much as you can to invest, right? And for the kids, for those that have kids, let them start acquiring skills. Very vital. Let's get into the.
I don't care if you like the man or if you don't like the man. If you are watching that inauguration speech, look, all glory be to the Most High, okay? Because if it wasn't for him, we pulled out a miracle getting this man back into office. And he is about to pull out a miracle for us. Thank you to God. Thank you. Look, all glory be to the Most High, okay? Because...
Which Most High are you talking about? And I don't mean the different names for God. No. I mean, which one are you talking about? Jesus or Donald Trump? Which one are you talking about? Jesus or Donald Trump? You see, Christians, you guys have been able to get away with that bullshit for a really, really long time. Y'all have went from voting for him or supporting him to voting for him to almost deifying him. That's deity. To equating him close to God, to actually turning him into God. Remember the song, The Chosen One? Remember him saying he's the chosen one? So which Most High are you talking about? Which one? Are you talking about the actual Jesus and not that Kenny Loggins version you guys are talking about? The one that supposedly believes in the Second Amendment, even though I've never known Jesus to give two flying fucks about an amendment. So which one are you talking about? Since he's been reelected and you guys got exactly what you wanted, can y'all go ahead and take your mask off and throw it away? Y'all equate Donald Trump to Jesus. And please, please don't try to deny it, because it's true. That's all you do. You try to equate Donald Trump to Jesus. Y'all called him a baby Christian at one point. Well, that didn't hold enough reverence. Then you started making songs like The Chosen One and things of that nature, right? So you want me to be all stirred in the loins over an inauguration speech? I've heard better. Did that one rank up next to ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country? That would be John F. Kennedy. Trump is nowhere near Kennedy. So Is it Jesus or is it Donald Trump? And the desperation that I see white evangelical Christians having when it comes to Donald Trump is, what's the word I'm looking for? Very racist, if you really want to think about it. Y'all have put every egg that you can possibly get your hands on into the basket that is Donald Trump. Has he ever, in the entire time he's been on the national scene, I'm not even talking about as president, I'm talking about his entire life, has he ever struck you as a Christian? Ever? Has he ever struck you as a man of God? Please tell me that you're not going to say something to the effect of, well, he's a baby Christian. A man who literally said he has nothing to ask for forgiveness for. That came out of his words. And if I do remember correctly, in just the Bible, I could be wrong about the Torah or the Quran, but just in the Bible, they talk about false prophets and idolatry. And you evangelical Christian conservatives have not only been dancing very close to idolatry and false prophets, you guys are dancing the tango with it. You have idolized this man. You have put him on a pedestal. You even had a golden version of him at one point. It sounds to me like maybe, I could just be spitballing here, you're not worshiping God anymore, are you? Not God, not Jesus, no. Because remember, y'all thought the Beatitudes were a little bit too woke, a little bit too liberal. Yeah. So I need you to think about it. Which one are you really worshiping? The actual Jesus Christ in the Bible or Donald Trump?
This message is for Black people. I know we said we're minding our business this whole presidential election, and we still need to stand on that. But we need to be mindful of how we mind our business. This is not a time for us to tap out or be scared. He's not the first president that did not like us. They're not the first administration. None of them did. But they gave us the cheat code. They let us know ahead of time. So we need to operate as such. This is the time to lock in. Spend money at Black-owned businesses. The Black dollar is the best way for us to make effective change. Support other Black people. Be in community with Black people. Start your own business. If you know that a business is going under and they're not going to provide federal funding to small Black-owned businesses anymore, support your local Black-owned businesses. Matter of fact, support your favorite content creators. All you got to do is go watch whatever platforms they're on and support Black content creators. And for white folks who want to be allies, this is your time to tap into. You can also support Black-owned businesses. Spend your money in the Black community. That is how you help Black people. It's not a time for us to worry. No president ever really liked us.
People are afraid to be pried loose of their ignorance because it is familiar to them, is what Maya Angelou said a long time ago. People would rather choose to live in a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven. People would rather choose to live with their illnesses and afflictions that they know than pursue refuge in healing that they do not. As you can imagine, this is one of the reasons that history repeats itself, because people have been convinced to think that things cannot get better. So it's easier to live in that place of ignorant bliss than to understand ways in which things could improve. It's easier to live in a place accepting what is than yearning and working for the possibility of what could be. It's easier to have that attachment to the idea that things can't change because it spares you the hardship and the heartache if things tend to not go your way, if things tend to not move or progress as you would have hoped for. It spares you the pain, but that ultimately leads to the same cycles being perpetuated through generations. So it's our job to ensure that we are not deterred by what we see around us, but determined to fix it. It's our job to ensure that no matter how grim things may get, we don't grow tired. We don't grow weary in well-doing. We do not stop instilling and planting seeds of hope and trying and advocating for justice.
This is all I got from this video, and a very big shout out to everyone that I looked at their video. But I am going to say, please, in case I forget to drop this, I am Devon Tatum. That young man is very brilliant. He is very young. When I say young, very young. So please go follow. I don't know, but his videos are all wisdom, right? Dwayne also, I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, he's Dwayne. Thomas. I hope that is correct. He is also brilliant. But you see that young man? I love young blood. When you see young people getting it right, I will not stop talking about it. He is just like the way I talk about JJ too. That young man is very brilliant. So please go give him a follow. And if I forget to drop his link, ask me in the comment section. I definitely will pin it up, right? Sometimes I don't even know the video that I am posting because I used to have lines of videos. So please bear with me. Now I am going to say a very big shout out to Thomas Bishop for always coming through. When I say I love Black community, I love you all with all my heart. And that is it. You see what they said, especially this young man. I know we are minding our business, right? But I do not want Black people to live in fear, right? The election has come and gone, and the president is already here, right? His government has already started. His regime has already started, right? I am not going to instill fear or tell anybody you have to be scared. There is nothing like being scared. March out the way you march out. Do what you know how to do best. But one thing I am going to advise everybody is double your hustle. Double your hustle. Do investments that will give you return every month, that you won't have to be probably, then when they say there is a casting down, you will say you are not feeling it because why? You already got something mapped out for you. I don't know what you have interest on, but please, you see this year, let's get something right because I want everybody to be waxing, doing great. He is not the first administration that do not care about people that look like me. But do not dwell on that. I am going to tell you, do not dwell on anything negativity. Why? Because you can do it. I know how hard Black people have worked to dismantle the system that has been setting Black people back. Is the system there? It is there. The system is there. It's been there. You have worked so hard. You have really toiled. You have really been doing all you can to make sure, because if you look around, everybody's working to make sure that that system is no longer upholding. But the more you work hard, the more it looks like, they are coming for you. But you know what? You are going to survive it. You are a Black person. Let's make sure we have backup. Support ourselves. That is something that will keep us united this period. Support Black-owned businesses. Do what you are supposed to do as a Black person or as a human. You see that community? Let's keep it waxing. But you see fear? Now. It is going to be tough, but there is nothing like fear. Yeah. For those that think that they have elected their savior, because for some people, oh my God, they have elected their savior and they can see what their savior is doing. See, it will clear in everybody's eyes. It will clear in their eyes. Bill, left, right, center. You know how many he has signed, and he is still signing. I dropped a comment somewhere. I don't drop comments on anybody's system, except you're doing birthday or something on TikTok. But I did drop. I said this in yesterday because somebody was saying that Democrats are useless. That was in his own word, right? And they are asking for suggestion. How do we move forward? So I asked, please, why not drop your own suggestion so we can hear? A white woman went to my comment section to tell me that I can do outreach, go around to people and preach to people, tell people how to. See my own black ass that wake up and start going to people. Anyway, I don't live in US, right? I don't, but probably she thought I do. But so to her own, she is telling a black woman to go and do outreach, go to people's doors and knock. Please, black people are resting. I do not want to hear that somebody went to somebody's house to advocate, because that is how so many people got PPO. I do not want to do justice for anybody this year, not this year, and not even next year. I am not ready. My heart is that fragile because I have seen a lot last year, other years. Please, I ain't nobody going to anybody's houses because wait, why am I even talking when black people are on vacation? How do you tell somebody on vacation to go to work? I'm gonna see you all later. Bye for now.